Sanibonani. Usishi futhi lo Nqaba Mathendro bayikhulu. Ngihamba nogoba amajanga samahle ombambo omakeza ngobisi. Continuing with the traditional wedding from a Zulu perspective. The negotiations are done. The bride's people have left the deposit, if I can call it that. 10,000 rands in the example. You may ask me, what if I had all the money? You can ask your crew, Amakongi, to leave all the money. However, Izbizo still need to be done. Those are the things that are called for as gifts that are going to come from your family as the groom to the bride's family. Then a date is set. This is a big function. It's like a wedding in itself. Because part of this process, there will be a goat called Indlagudla that will be used to welcome the groom into the bride's family, so that the ancestors on the bride's family know who you are. I think if you've seen in most functions, you will see the groom walking around with a gallbladder on the pocket of their shirt or the pocket of their jacket. Them walking around in the lawn of the bride's family is them being welcomed by the ancestors. Now, typically the list that you will get from the bride's family is things like blankets, things like pinafores for the ladies, things like dukes for the ladies. You also need a pine mat or utanzi, where people are gonna lie down when bembeswa. That's when the actual action of the people that are getting the gifts, they will take a blanket and they will cover themselves so that they can show that this is the gift they have received from the groom. Now it becomes a celebratory affair where everybody is excited. It is important to note that the bride's family can also choose people that are no longer with us to be given a blanket or a gift. So let's say it was an uncle who passed away a long time ago. The family will say, we want a suit, we want a blanket, we want a hat, we want a walking stick that's very fancy for him. That is something that's very much allowed and part of the culture and ancestral culture of the Zulu nation, and actually most Southern African nations. Important to note is that on the day when you as the groom's family come, you are now welcomed. It's now a celebration. It's now no more trickery or things like that. Unless there have been times where I've seen where the groom's family was extremely late, then they can be penalized. However, the amount and the number of goats that are used varies from family to family. Some will say to you, no, the groom will only bring 2 goats. Others will say, no, it will be 3 goats. There's going to be a goat that will be covered with a blanket, and it will have a duke, and it will have notes on it, monetary notes like money on it, as a gift to the mother of the bride. There'll be another goat for the father. There'll be another goat for the head of Abakongi. So the crew that you sent, the uncles or whoever you sent out to go and negotiate lobola for you, traditionally the head of the crew can be given a gift in the form of a goat. Others will just give him a bottle of something hot, whiskey or whatever he likes. The bride's family will also welcome you with a number of goats. Again, I need us to note that if the family is not Zulu, they may say to you, we don't use goats, we use sheep, so can we give you sheep? In this instance, other families can choose to have a cow. and the cow will be used to sort of release the bride from the family surname. They're basically saying, with this cow, you are now leaving the family. Then the bride will be introduced in the male side when umbondo happens. I'm going to make the next video explaining umbondo. Umbondo is the part where now the bride is buying the groom's family groceries, like massive groceries. That side as well, when she gets there, she will be waited for by a goat that will welcome her. What is the importance of this goat or the sheep? It's the gallbladder that we need. The gallbladder, the liquid that's inside, I believe it's gall. It's used to smear the bride or the groom on the legs and the arms or the wrists to say that you are now a member of this family. Remember, we are creating relations here. There's normally a tent of some kind where there'll be some people nowadays, they decorate, they go all out. It's like a mini wedding. We're not even at the wedding yet. We're not even at the wedding yet. This is just Izbizo. This is our culture. This is the important part because it involves ancestors. Then the goats will be slaughtered, and the uncles will be given their gifts. The aunts will be given their gifts. There will be dancing. There will be singing. So the groom's family will come. There will be a competition at the gate, at the driveway or something. Competition of singing. So the best singers will be either the groom or the bride. It's all fun. It's all in enjoyment and celebration of the coming together of these families. I feel it's important to note, and I don't say this enough, when you are doing a traditional function, it is important to not get upset, especially if you're the owner. If you get upset, go for a breather, because once you end up in an altercation of some kind, you are upsetting the ancestors and you are ruining everything. It doesn't matter how tough things are going according to your plan and they are not going accordingly. It doesn't matter how many drunk people are messing up the decorations in the tent. Stay calm, breathe, and enjoy the moment. Remember, you are bringing together two families here. Also, the importance of the gallbladder. Please, Bantu Bagit, don't let anyone get it. It has to be used and it has to be protected, or maybe just burn it. The reason I'm saying this is because people who use black magic can actually steal the gallbladder and do something bad. Next thing you are told when you go your shola to consult, you are told, hey, I'm sorry, your function is not accepted by ancestors. It's like you were never married. So protect the gallbladder. Another thing you need to protect, the knife that you used to kill the cow, that mustn't disappear. You must keep that safe as well. Some people, again, guys, not everybody is gonna be happy for you and your husband or your fiance or whatever you wanna call it. When they steal this knife, again, black magic, they can do something and then you start to see people die in the family. I don't mean to put a damper on things. I'm just protecting you guys. Know what it is that you need to keep safe. Now, families differ from family to family, but others in the morning, they will take the horns and they will keep it on the roof, and they will keep the skin of the goat or the cow on top of the roof. Families differ. But I'm going to continue with this traditional wedding. The next one is umbondo. Chokozani Bantu Bagit, Lesedi, Makosi, Tamaku, Thobela. Ngiyabonga.